Hey everyone, hope you're well. Welcome to the Loft and I hope you're having a good week. Today is portfolio review day, so we're going to be going through my portfolio, seeing what I've bought, what I've sold and what dividends that I've received, and also just generally how the portfolio is doing over time. So let's jump in and have a look at what's going on. And jumping into the portfolio, we can see that last week I had a portfolio value of £2,916 with a return of 12.3%. That is roughly around £321 in returned actual cash. Moving forward through space and time, we come to this week, where I sat at a portfolio value of £2,995 with a return of 13.8%. This is roughly £368 in physical cash return. So overall, I've seen a value increase of around £80 and have also seen a change in return of around 1.5%. Though if we look over to the VOO Vanguard ETF, we can see that I have been slightly beaten, with the portfolio for the Vanguard ETF going up around 2.7%, though naturally this doesn't include any dividends or payments such as that. So moving over to the recent purchases, just to see what's been going on there, we can see that the first purchase took place on the 22nd, and that was with a purchase of one share of Omega Healthcare, and that was for a total value of £26.50. This was then followed by another purchase of 0.1 of a share of Apple for a total of £9.51. And this is a position that I'm slowly averaging into over time, as I have a spare £10 every so often in the portfolio. So I tend to buy 0.1% of the company and slowly grow it over time. If we move over to the dividends, we can see that there has been a little bit more activity in the realm of dividends, with the first dividend coming from Home Depot on the 21st of June. This was for a total of £1, and this was in exchange for me owning 0.01 of a share. This was followed by two payments on the 22nd, starting with BP, who sent over a total of 37p, and that was in exchange for me holding a total of 10 shares. This was then followed by Dominion Energy with a total payment of 19p for holding half a share. Rounding off the week, we had Essilor for a total of 7p as a form of a payment for holding 0.1 of a share at the point of the ex-dividend date. And this brings my total dividends for the week to a total of 62p, meaning I am still short of my dividend target for the month. So overall, not particularly good because I can't see enough dividend payments coming out of the blue over the next few days. But do make sure to subscribe to find out what does happen and if I hit my target for the month. So let's take a little bit of time just to go over and see what's moved in regards to the best and worst returns in my portfolio. So looking at cash returns and cash losses, we can see that my best performing stock still is currently Main Street Capital with a return of £31. Whereas on the other hand, if we look at the worst performing stocks, again, there's no change there, with AT&T still being the worst stock in regards to cash, with a loss of around £6. If we look over to the actual percentage changes, so the worst return and best return in form of percentage, we can see that the best returning stock is currently Royal Mail with a return of £15, which works out to around 111% return on my initial investment. If we flip the coin, look at the worst performing percentage return investment, we again have Dominion Energy. They've lost me in total £3.61, which equates to around 11% of my initial investment. Overall, I am relatively happy with the return changes of the portfolio, though the dividends obviously could have been higher, but then again, story of my life, isn't it? So let's move over. I will be looking at doing a monthly review in the next week or so, coming to the end of the month of June as we are. So if there is anything you want to see specifically in that, such as portfolio breakdown or something like that, where I will go over my top 10 positions or something like that, do let me know down in the comments below, and also like this video as it really does help. If you are kind of interested in what's happened with my portfolio over time, or you want to just have a quick refresh prior to my upcoming monthly update, I would suggest checking out this playlist here, where I go over the developments of my portfolio. And until next time, remember to invest, save, and subscribe.